there, how you doing? Today's video, it's been a long time that I haven't filmed, and I was kind of, what if I showed you what I did past in the day that I really love and what I do now. So I will be using in this eye the look that I liked to wear the most. Maybe it's not the one that it would be photographed over and over on Instagram, but I will be using two eyeshadow palettes. There are these two eyeshadow palettes. It was discontinued, and this one is the one that I will be using in this eye. And in this eye, I will be using this eyeshadow palette. So there is the differences between the two types of looks that I used to do and the new ones that I do now. They're not very different from each other. I like some sort of soft looks, not very vibrant, but you can build the color. So, well, I will be using the L'Oreal La Palette Nude. I will be using this shade here. It will be in the crease, so I'll be using this right there. I think that I will start speaking a bit more in British English. That is the English that I feel a bit more comfortable speaking, more than trying to make an American accent. I don't know if you will be liking that, or I should try to keep trying my American accent a bit more. I studied British English here in Argentina, not American English, so it's kind of funny for me speaking a bit more American. That's kind of it. I'll try to. Now I will be using this to diffuse a little bit more that crease with the same brush that I used. Just a little bit. I will clean the brush because it's a little bit dirty. So clean the brush, and again I will give this pinkish shade. There we have it. I will use the same brush, so I have another brush like this. Now I will bring this shade here right at the outer part of the lid, just to get that purple. It's a plum, a dark plum, more than a purple, but it's in the purple family anyway. And with my finger, I will grab this palette and this gold here. I will put it with my finger. It's a beautiful. It's been, I don't know if you can see, but I used it quite a bit. And I will bring this with my finger like that. This is what I used to do. Sometimes instead of that plum, I will go with the same shade that I use in the crease, and I will bring it in the outer third, 1.5. So this is how I used to do my eyes. And now this eye, I will show you how I do my eye now. I have a pre-base already. The last drops of this I already opened a new one, so I want to tell you that the technique is the technique I use now. It's not the technique I used back then. So I will be using this shade here that is called Chilling to be kind of the crease. Actually, it's the same brush, I just cleaned it in a cloth, microfiber cloth. With this, I have several combinations already that I really like. So it's kind of depends on my mood. I would go sometimes with the orange, something that I never thought that I would be wearing. So it's kind of weird. So what I'm going to do is I will pick this shade here that is cherry on top, and I will put this slightly bit in the crease, just slightly bit, kind of mimicking what I just did here. Slightly bit in the crease. And I will bring it a little bit, I will pick up a little bit more, and I will put it just in the outer part, like this. I go soft. When a shadow is pigmented, you can go soft and have it just a wash of color, or go a little bit more bold and wild and get that full shade, you know, full color at once. I like build the color slowly, so it will be like a nice transition, everything. Yeah, I will bring a little bit more because now I'm just trying to get that part. And I will be using this shade with my finger. Sometimes I don't use my finger, just in the outer part of the lid. And that is called Cherry Cola. I will be intensifying that crease because I like going like this, slowly, just slowly. I get the best payoff. So yeah. And with my finger, I will pick this shade here. They're the same. Sometimes I pair this one with the orange, or I pair these two and this one, or these two and this one. It's kind of depends on my mood, depends on the sub shade, depends on if I want to go a little bit out of control with the shades and everything, but it's kind of what I get. So this is how I do my eyes now. So I will be just stopping the video here, and I want to know if you like this type of videos, the things that I used to do in the past, the things that I use now. Sometimes I pair different palettes that are in the market now and palettes that I already own. They're not in the market anymore. I still pair them, but this is not an everyday look. This one with this shade, instead of this shade, I can make it a little bit more everyday and still using the gold, and just in this one in the crease, just this one and the gold, that's it. And for the other eye, sometimes I go with this one or this one, the two mattes here in this eyeshadow palette. I pair it with this thing in the outer, this thing in the crease, this as a shine, or I put directly the highlighter on the lid, and that's it. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.